All right, we're on. So we're recording. This is our Delta Fire team call for the month of November. It's going to be a busy, full of information team call. So I'm going to jump right in. And if I go over things too quickly, let me know. But know that I have pretty much all of this stuff is in my notes from leadership. And that whole folder of notes is in our Delta Fire page. And I've got images in there. I've got pretty much all the stuff in there. I just wanted to really hit some of the highlights with you guys and talk about also some things that we're kind of going to change up a little bit as far as how we've been doing things in team pages and groups, and at least options to change it up, I guess I should say. So first of all, I want to just do a little bit of recognition because we had a lot of rank advancements this past month. So rank advancements we had, well, Lex Carter. Okay, so that's my father-in-law. He hit diamond, so I hit diamond for him. But Susan Seltzer, who is one of my discount coaches, actually hit emerald. Barbara Fanning, who's on here, hit emerald. Julie, who is on here, hit emerald. And then we had another coach, one of Bethany Bacon's coaches. Her name's Gabrielle Stiff. She's a new coach as well, and she hit emerald. So that's exciting. That's a lot of new emeralds on the team. So congratulations, you guys. First step, big step, really big step. And as far as Success Club, we had quite a few in Success Club as well. So Success Club, let's see, 10 and higher was myself and Brianna Edwards and Bethany Bacon had 10 or more Success Club points. Success Club 6 was Holly. And then Success Club between 2 and 4 was Christy Davis, Julie Manley, Audrey New, Claire Tonks, Amy Morris, Elise Zilstra, Samantha Condon, Morgan Darty, Elizabeth Maddox, Susan Seltzer, Barbara Fanning, Gabrielle Stiff, and Suzanne Hegan. So there are a lot of new names on that too. Our new UK coaches are on there. That's exciting. And just a lot of new coaches on that list. So I was super proud of everybody for that. And just as a reminder, you all know that we've had team cups traditionally in the past. It's a once a quarter challenge, competition, that corporate sponsors. And this month it's called November to Remember. And instead of being teams of 5 like it's been in the past, it's actually teams of 2. They extended the registration until tomorrow. So if you're not on a team yet and you want to be on a team, you need to get on a team. You pair it with somebody and get registered super fast. The registration is really easy. And basically the whole goal of it, it's not to be some scary competition, but there are fun prizes. One of the prizes is a really, really cute Team Beachbody hat this time. Like, it's super cute. And that's, I think, the individual prize for just hitting Success Club 5. So that's awesome. But the whole goal is that you're trying to help as many people as possible. You're trying to get as many Success Club points as possible because that's how you get points for November to Remember. But it all still boils down to we're helping as many new customers as we possibly can, which really should be our goal every month. It's just that there are some extra incentives this month. And a really cool thing that they're doing this month, they're doing donations for the top teams in each region. And it's kind of complicated with the breakdown, but I don't remember what the dollar values are off the top of my head, but like the top 1 or 2 teams per region get I want to say $50,000 to the charity of their choice. And they're really trying to promote this for schools. And so I think that's a really cool thing. And they're doing that. They're doing 50,000, 25,000, 10,000 and 5,000 or something like that. There's a big breakdown and it's all in the FAQs about November to Remember. But I just think that's a pretty cool thing that they're doing. Every November, we tend to focus on a charity anyway. And so this one, they're just really wanting to try to give back to schools that are in need, which, I mean, heck, as we all know, pretty much every school is in need of money, right? For different programs and that sort of thing. So it's just a really cool thing to be a part of too. And there's a lot more winners this time, which I think is good. And they're breaking it down kind of by geographic region, just so that there are, more options. So, or more potential winners. Okie dokie. So that's November to Remember. One more day to register. So if you're not on a team, get on a team. If you need a partner, post it in Delta Fire and let's find you a partner. Okay, next little topic. So I was able to have a call with the Diamonds on the team on Sunday. Actually, it was right after, our leadership conference ended, and I was so fired up. I was like, oh my gosh, who can get on a call? Like, we've got stuff we need to talk about. Kind of change, not necessarily changing the direction of the team, just bringing us all together a bit more. I feel like there are a lot of us, and it's not just because of the way we've done things, it's because of the way a lot of people have trained, on to do things in the past. It's like, once you're a diamond, you kind of fly off and like have your own little team and do things with your own team. And at this leadership, everybody was really talking about bringing it back together. And, us as the founders of the team, really keeping everybody in the group and supporting everybody even longer, than just until you hit diamond. And I thought it was really cool. And everybody was talking about how it's really not bringing team culture back, because I don't think our team culture has gone anywhere, but just keeping us all really close and keeping us all really working together.
Okay, you need to turn the light on and fix that.
That's okay. I think you're on the phone and on the computer, but that's cool. Doesn't matter. So, I think it is important, even for our newer coaches too, to really be able to feel the support of the whole entire team and know that they can come to anybody. Like, even if Amy or Julie or anybody had a new coach that had a question, and, they know that, well, Julie might not be available now because she's at work, or same thing with Amy, and like, who do I go to? They can come to any of us, they can come to me, they can go to Holly, like, we're all in this together, and we're all here to support everybody on the team. We are one big unit. So I think that's what a lot of people are really getting back to, and just getting it, just a big team support system, like it should be, really. So the Diamonds and I, anyway, that ended up being a really long way of saying we're really all going to focus on being super active in Delta Fire again. I obviously always have been, but even, Holly and Suzanne and, Jamie and Bree and Bethany and all of the other Diamonds and Christy and Stacy, really being active in Delta Fire, just to try to bring everybody together. And another thing that we were talking about is totally okay, was as far as team calls, and you guys feel free to give feedback on this, put in the little chat box, because I know most of you guys are muted. We're talking about with team calls, with the exception of things like this, right after leadership, or maybe big announcements that we have, or something big going on, we have so many other team call resources that we can draw from. So what do you guys think about not necessarily having a specific Delta Fire team call every month that's set and scheduled every month, but we hop in on the Diesel Nation team calls? Because they have Diesel Nation team calls, I think it's once a week or every other week, and they're always incredible. They always have amazing guest speakers, amazing content, and, I think you guys would get more out of that from a motivation and mindset and training standpoint and all of that. And then, if we have something big that's going on, like after leadership, after summit, big things that come up, we can hop on a team call and talk about it. And then other things we were thinking of is, any of the leaders or anybody that's got some great ideas, if Suzanne has something that's working really well for her, just pop in Delta Fire and do a live video about it, and maybe put a post up, hey, everybody, going live in an hour to tell you blah, 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 like what's working for me, and go and, just stream a live video in there so that everybody can see it on their own time, and not necessarily, have to take away even more time from your evenings and your families and all that kind of stuff, because I know evenings are busy with family stuff. So any feedback, yes or no, like it, don't like it, whatever? Thumbs up from Amy.
Yeah, no, I think it's a great idea. I really do. The more people who can get their heads together with all their experience. There's so many new people like myself. I know we're all at different stages, but I have just this has just gone so fast for me. I really don't know. I honestly don't know. So I appreciate anybody's advice and help, and I think the more different people, the better. And I'm available round the clock. I'm a vampire. I'm always awake, so don't worry about that.
Awesome. And it's a lot when you first get started, but you will get the hang of it. And just don't let yourself get super overwhelmed, and you'll get it all figured out, I promise.
With your guidance, I'll be fine.
Yeah. Yep. When we're all here for you. I know Suzanne is 100%. I am. We all are, so awesome. I think it'll be cool, just to keep us all together a bit more. And plus that way, when we go to things like Summit and, all these events, we're used to all talking together versus, well, this is Kim's team. This is Holly's team. This is Suzanne's team, we're all a team, we don't need to be individual units. So, okay. That was one big thing. The other thing that we're talking about that goes along with that is the way that we kind of going back to the way we used to run our challenge groups. And a lot of you that are new in here haven't even seen it this way, so this is all new for you. But basically, we used to run all of our groups as a team instead of, again, Suzanne's challenge groups, my challenge groups, Holly's challenge groups. We all did it as a team. And that's what we've been doing with Clean Week the past couple of months. Well, last month and then this week it's going on. And it's so fun when we've got all of us in there together, cheering all of our customers on. Our customers get so much more support because we're all cheering them on versus it's me and 5 of my customers in there and they just hear from me, So I think it makes it a much more supportive environment for them, which is going to mean they're going to be connected to us more, better results, better retention, all that kind of stuff. So that's what we were talking about going back to. Yes, they see how we work together and they see, that we all do motivate and support everybody, So we were talking about going back to that, not only for Clean Week, but also for challenge groups. Now, that is not to say that everybody on the team absolutely has to do that. If you have a group of people that you're running challenge groups with and you love the way that it's going, that's cool. Don't feel like you have to change your system. But I know the past probably 6 months to a year, I've really stressed, hey, Diamonds, you go out and you run your own challenge groups. And I'm kind of eating my words and saying, okay, hey, everybody's welcome. Let's do them as a team again if you guys want to. So just know that that's certainly an option, and that's what we were, really talking about starting to do again. And the way we've been doing it, or the way that it seems to work really well, is have Clean Week at the beginning of the month so that you can get new customers in Clean Week, because that is such a perfect introduction for them. And then have our challenge groups start kind of the 3rd or 4th week of the month, depending on how each month falls, so we'll schedule it all out. So for November, our challenge group starts the 23rd, which gives them a good 2 weeks in between Clean Week and the challenge group to get the challenge pack order, get their stuff in, and get ready for a challenge group. So, that's kind of what we were all talking about. In January, it'll be a slight bit different because of 80-Day Obsession, which is another huge thing to talk about. I know a lot of us are doing a little obsessed this week. It's incredible. You guys, I did the live workout, which was an actual 80-Day Obsession workout at Leadership. I was sore for 3 days. And it was incredible. And Autumn was even talking to us at the end. She's like, I feel like the vibe was different. Y'all weren't as excited and as pumped up as you usually are in a live workout at Leadership. And we're like, no, we were all concentrating so hard because we were working our tails off. It was crazy. So it was really hard, but it was really different. You really had to focus and think about things. But it's going to be a game changer, you guys. It is completely going to be a game changer from the fitness and the nutrition standpoint. And I know for myself, it's what I need to seriously kick my rear end in gear and get the last 10 of the baby weight off that I've been trying to lose for the last 2 years. This is going to do it. So I have no doubts. But it's not going to be a beginner program. It is definitely an intermediate to advanced program. So just to let you guys know that there is a modifier, but it's still really flipping hard. So just know that going into it. But my whole point of this was come January, we are going to probably have like our clean week group at the beginning of the month, because it'll be right after, Christmas and New Year's. And then we'll have a regular challenge group start at the end of the month, the end of January. But in the middle, we're also going to have an 80-day obsession only challenge group that's going to start on January 15th. That's the same day that corporate and everybody across the whole company are starting their big challenge groups for the very first 80-day obsession group. We wanted that to be separate, kind of like we did Shift Shop when it first came out. It's just always really fun and motivating, and there's always a lot of energy behind it when I lost my train of thought. When we all do like one, super focused group that's just the launch program. So we'll do that. Okie dokie. Let's see here. Went over that, marking stuff off my list. Okay. Now I'm going to share my screen because I want to be sure you guys see some stuff. Okay. First of all, there's my big picture. Diesel Nation Academy. I want to know who all has looked at this yet. Have you guys seen it? Yeah? I can't see everybody on here, so I got to scroll through. Yeah. It's incredible, you guys. I am going to be training my new coaches with this and pretty much this alone, as well as one-on-one calls that I'll be doing with them on a weekly basis, especially as they're new coaches. But it's incredible. So this is what it looks like when you log in. I've already logged in, so I can go to resume course if my computer will go. And the URL, the website is just dieselnationacademy.com. I love how it gives you chapters, achievements, and progress. It shows you what you've done so far. So I've been through this whole beginning part and I stopped right here, and I've got to really dive into the rest of this. But I just love the way that they have laid everything out. It's so easy to go through. It just makes sense. It takes people through, the basics, especially this first part is really easy to get through super fast. Just read through everything, take some notes, file it away. And then when you get into the social media and Facebook, Instagram, all this stuff, it's going to take a little bit longer. But let's see, we mentioned the best ones for our new coaches. The best lessons, if it's the best lessons, all of them. And you really just, I don't know what you mean by the first 8, Suzanne. Hang on, let me find you and unmute you, or just unmute yourself.
Okay. I just mean because when you're a new coach, it's so easy to get, or even just all of us, it's so easy to get wrapped up in some of the glitz and the glamour of setting up things. So I think that the first 6.
Yeah, like the ones that are checked right here.
Yeah, those are the immediate, you just signed up, or you've been a coach and never gone through training. Those first 6 are where you start. Then that way, you at least know what's expected or what you want to do or how you want to run your business. You know how to get a paycheck. You know how to sign up somebody if you want to, or sell a product. And you also will know how to go to product description, because there's no way in heck all of us remember everything about every product.
Yeah. Yep.
I'm muting.
Okay. And you're exactly right. And I think that's why they set it up like this too, because literally once you start and you just click through the progress, it says next, and it moves you through each little section. And you're exactly right, Suzanne. These are definitely the most important, because that's how you're going to, get your business started. And it even talks about in here, even if you haven't figured out how to post really well on social media and how to do Instagram and all this other stuff. Like, it's okay. You've got time to figure that stuff out. You just need to get started on your business. You need to get started talking to people. And that's the most important thing. You need to get started talking to people, and know the vital behaviors and know about our products. I think that is a huge one, knowing about all the products that we have, because it is not just Shakeology and the All Access Challenge Pack. There's so much more than that. And that's what a lot of our training coming up is really going to focus on too. So yeah, great point. But I just wanted to show you guys this and make sure you knew where it was, dieselnationacademy.com. I love that it shows you your percentage of how far you are in the course. I'm a numbers geek like that. I'm like, oh, I'm 44% through. Yay. I see progress versus, oh my gosh, I've got all these pages left to go. So, okay. That was one thing I wanted to talk to you guys about real quick, and just make sure you're doing it and you're keeping in touch with your coach, going through and checking in with each little lesson, with every question that you have, especially when you guys are new coaches and when you have your own new coaches. I don't want anybody to think that they're asking stupid questions, because there aren't. Y'all are brand new. You don't know this stuff, and it's perfectly fine to ask us a bunch of questions. It's what we're here for. I would rather hear from my coaches and have them asking me a bunch of stuff, especially at the beginning, because I know that they're wanting to learn, and they want to figure this out. And I'm totally here for them. We all are, all right, I'll get off of my soapbox with that. Leadership stuff. Let's see. I wanted to go through a little bit of my leadership notes. What order do I want to do this in? Okay, first of all, Milan Jensen. I am going to put the YouTube link in our team page under, I'll put the replay of this call, and then I'm going to put a bunch of images and links, well, mostly images, under there so that everybody has them. But Milan Jensen made a couple of things for us that are amazing. And I am going to put her call or her speech from leadership in our team page because it's incredible. I may have already, but I'm going to do it again. It's that good. She really talks about volume more. You're going for volume. You want all of your people to be, including yourself, to be selling at least 500 PV a month for starters. Then you'd really like for them to be selling 500 PV a week, And this is where, it kind of comes around to, it's not just the challenge packs. I mean, yes, challenge packs are a big part of that. But if you have somebody that's not ready for a challenge pack, don't just forget about them. You talk about other things that they might need. Their kids might need daily sunshine. They might just need portion control. They might need multivitamins. Especially if they won't buy Shakeology, they need multivitamins. They might want to start with Clean Week. They might need the Shakeology boosts. So this is like a little guide that she typed up, with some PV values. For Shakeology, for example, it took me a while to figure this out. The 15 is if they bought a Shakeology sampler. And then a full Shakeology bag is, of course, 90. Same with the performance line. It goes from 15 to 160 PV, depending on what combination that they buy. So just a little guide, little suggestions on groups that you can lead. And this I thought was a really interesting one that we've never done, this B2B challenge. I think it's supposed to be business to business. I think that's what that stands for anyway. Health bet style challenges for companies and organizations. Maybe you guys work somewhere where they want to do a health challenge. Awesome. Get them all on demand and Shakeology, work with them and have little challenges like that through your work or through companies that, maybe you have contacts with. So just another cool little idea. And then she's got some ideas on special events you could host if you wanted to. So I just thought that was a really cool page that she gave us. And then this, I think, is incredible for guiding conversations. This is one that Milan Jensen made. And for those of you that don't know, she was the very first coach in the whole entire network. Carl went to her first. And I think she said that she told Carl no, either 4 or 6 times before she finally said yes. So there's another, just a little tip for you guys. Don't get discouraged if people are telling you no. Our very first founding coach told Carl himself no multiple times. And now look at what she's done. So this is just a little guide. I'm not going to go over all of it, but talking to people about nutrition, are they on track? Do they need a kickstart? What they want, something they can stick with. Fitness, kind of what do they need? What kind of support do they need? And you're kind of talking to your potential customers about this and getting a feel for where they are in each category. Maybe somebody has the fitness part covered, but they suck with nutrition and they need support. Get them on Shakeology and get them in your challenge groups, for starters. Most of the time, they'll eventually come around to All Access anyway, especially once they're in your challenge groups and they see what everybody else is doing. And then these are just recommendations for things you can get them started with, depending on what their needs are. And don't forget about things like Shakeology boosts, performance supplements, ultimate reset, 3-day refresh, all those kind of things that go along with this. So I will put this image, both of these images, in our post thread once I get this call uploaded and everything, because I think they're really important for everybody to have and print out or be able to refer to or save or something. Hang on, let me check the chat real quick. Obsessing over finishing. Yeah, different things for UK for sure. But some of the options can still be the same as far as, maybe they're just ready for All Access and not Shakeology or, whatever. You're just kind of meeting people where they're at and helping them no matter what. Now, I will say, of course, I would still present the challenge pack first, no matter what. But I'm just saying, if that's not what they're ready for, don't completely forget about them. Don't be like, oh, well, because you can't buy the challenge pack, I'm not going to work with you. Still be there to support them for sure. Alrighty. Din Milan's. The other thing I wanted to show you guys, and I know a while back we talked about, I'm trying to think of where it is. It's in my leadership drive. We talked about 3 different tiers of coaches. It was like a tier 1, 2, 3. This makes almost even more sense. You've got walkers, joggers, and runners. And these are different tracking sheets depending on what each new coach wants out of this business. And they can always reevaluate it after a couple of months, or when things change or their goals and their needs change, you can reevaluate. Somebody might start as a walker, so going nice and slow. A discount not even a discount coach, but really a hobby coach, a kind of entry-level hobby coach. And these are the daily behaviors that they need to focus on, what they need to understand, and what they need to be reaching for as a goal. She left these weekly success trackers blank because she actually goes through these, and this is Moira Kubaca, Kubaca, I think is her name. It's all in my notes though from leadership, but she had a great talk on this, and she actually sits down like on her Getting Started Right calls and goes through these trackers with each coach, depending on if they want to be a walker, a jogger, or a runner. And they tailor this to the behaviors that are important for that individual coach. And it's going to be different for everybody. For some people, it truly might be getting their Shakeology in and getting their workout in and getting in personal development for 10 minutes a day. That might be as much as they can do to start with. And that's where she starts with them, And for some people, it might be, they might even need on their grocery shopping and meal prepping on Sundays, like little things that they truly need to start with and check off of their list and be sure that they're focusing on. Of course, as you get faster in your coaching pace, more vital behaviors are going to be added. There's going to be more things that you need to be hitting. The success tracker will change, of course. And then this one is for the runners. Obviously, there's a lot more stuff. These are people like, especially those of us working full time, but even those of us that are really, really committed to going full time as well and making this a true business, need to be using this runner activity tracker. So I thought those were just very good. And I will post them again in our team page too. And it's all in our notes from leadership. Let's see. And yes, I agree as well, Suzanne. Put them all in the same challenge group. Yep. Okie doke. What's next? Okay, I'm going to find my leadership notes real quick. I couldn't find a good way to like get all of this on the screen at the same time. So just want to go over a few things in here. And I'm not going to talk, again, super long about it. Christina Delgado is actually going to do a post-leadership surge next Monday, which I'm sure will be awesome. Everything she does is always awesome anyway. And the energy that she just brings is like super infectious. So anyway, I know there's going to be a couple people talking on it that went to leadership with us too. So it'll be great. But a couple other things I wanted to talk about, and I don't remember which day was it. I think it's this one in the morning session. Cassia Fitzgerald was her name. There's the walker, jogger, runner stuff. Here we go. Cassia Fitzgerald. She did a whole talk on the power of part-time coaching. And I thought this was extremely relevant for like pretty much everybody on this team. Because, I mean, really, I think I'm the only one that coaches completely 100% full-time and doesn't have another job at this point, I think. And I say at this point because I know that's going to be changing. But even for me, like, I think this is important because so many people from the outside looking in don't see this as a full-time job opportunity right off the bat. And because most people can't be like, oh, I'm going to up and quit my job and go do this full-time. You know, I mean, that's not even possible for the vast majority of people unless they have like a whole bunch of money in the savings, right? So everybody, for the most part, needs to start out with this part-time initially. I did the same thing, you know, until I was able to sell my practice. And so she has made a point. She's completely changed the way she presents the coaching opportunity. And she talks about it being part-time in all of her posts now instead of a full-time opportunity. She gets people to understand that this is a part-time job opportunity. And yeah, it can turn into more, you know, but you can start out with it being part-time and make extra money to pay off student loans, pay off credit card debt, pay off your car, pay off, you know, whatever else, save for your kids' college, like all these other things that having just a part-time income could help with. That's what she promotes, and she's having major success with it. And then of course those people that do it and start working as part-time coaches and they're successful as part-time coaches, of course they're going to want more. And she's obviously working with them one-on-one, and they know at this point that, you know, the opportunity for this to be an actual career, full-time job is there, but she's getting them started with a part-time first. And I just think it's a really a good thing to do, because I think that's much more relatable for pretty much everybody that we're talking to, you know, all of our audience, all of our followers. So there are some slides in here from her, pretty much all of her slides I've got in these notes. If you guys want to look through them, explain how people can benefit, you know, from a side business, paint what their lives could look like, paint a picture of what they can do with a little extra income, you know. Let's see. These are things she's talking about training in this image on how she trains part-time business builders. You know, she's not focusing necessarily on, you know, doing 3 to 4 hours of work every day. She's focusing on 5 conversations, 3 invites. Hey, Zuri. Checking in weekly on the Google Drive, on a Google Drive tracker, I guess that she does, doing 5 workouts a week. She said something that was really working well for her, which I thought was interesting. She has all of her coaches actually schedule in an hour of time every day to unplug and not be on social media, not be on their phone, not be on their computer. And she's like, it's amazing how much happier the husbands are, which means we typically have less resistance for our coaching business. So I thought that was really interesting. She actually tells them schedule in that time. So, and this is working really well for her. Again, this is how she kind of promotes it. She's, you know, of course, talking about success that her part-time coaches are having, and she's talking about that publicly on her social media. And that's really about it. But it was a really good talk. You guys can look through all of this. Again, it's in my leadership files. So I just wanted to mention that. And if you guys want to follow her, her name, I'll type it in here. Her name is Kasia. It's Kacia Fitzgerald. If you want to follow her and just like, see how she posts and see how she's promoting everything. Okie doke. Couple other things I wanted to go over really quick, and they're in the first day of notes. It was just all of our new stuff, and I'm not going to talk much about them because there's going to be tons of info coming out about it. But our revenue's going up. That's what that big image was. It's projected to keep going up. And obesity is going down. So we're doing our job. We just still have a long way to go. So announcement number 1 they gave us, Portion Fix is going to be expanding, and it's actually going to be really cool. They're going to have an app specific for Portion Fix. There's going to be printable PDF guidebooks, tally sheets, meal planners, grocery lists, all this kind of stuff. There's going to be 3-day sample menus. They're adding, obviously, new Fixate recipes all the time. They're going to have instructional videos within the Portion Fix section that will be on demand that goes with this program, but they're just really building on it. So it's not like, oh yeah, it's just the thing with the containers in a little bitty book, it's really expanding so that we can really promote this with people that maybe have their fitness in place, and we're introducing them to the nutrition side of it to use with pretty much any program. That will be spring 2018. Let's see. The next one, To Be Mindset. This, I think, will be really interesting. It's really targeting people with emotional eating issues, problems with mindset, that kind of thing. I don't know exactly what to call it, but and it's really it's a mindset thing. She is talking about changing your mindset, learning these healthy habits. It doesn't focus on fitness at all. It's all about the nutrition and learning how to just change your relationship with food and have it actually be a healthy relationship with food. I think that's something that a whole bunch of people struggle with. So the test group results from this were pretty amazing that they were showing. So it's kind of video based. Pretty much every question that people have, there are videos to address the different points. Let's see, what else was next? Bars. Yay! Snack bars. Oh my gosh, they're good. They're really good, you guys. They gave us both of them to try. One is chocolate cherry almond. It was amazing. Like really, really amazing. And the other one was peanut butter. What's it say? Yeah, peanut butter chocolate. I mean, that's pretty normal peanut butter chocolate bar, right? But they were both really good. Great ingredients. It will be an ongoing, like a commissionable product for us that counts towards our PV, all this kind of stuff. It's kind of like, it's crispier. It's a little bit more dense than a Kind bar. It reminds me of something that I've had in the past, and I couldn't think of exactly what it was, but it's like got a chocolate coating on the back, and it is kind of replacing the P90X bar, except that P90X bar was meant to be a meal replacement. This is meant to be a snack bar because it has 10 grams of protein, whereas the P90X bar had 20 grams of protein. But the P90X bar was soy protein. So once we started getting all like super healthy with everything, they pulled that one. This doesn't have soy protein. It's got whey and pea protein in it. So the nutrition on it looks really good. I'll have to show you more of what it looks like. I've got another one with me. I've got the rest of the peanut butter chocolate that I haven't eaten yet, but it's pretty dense and kind of not granola bar like, but it's got these little crunchy pieces in it. It's really good. I was excited. So here's the key ingredients. The crunchy bites are where the protein is, and they're like these little protein balls. Almost if you think of like malted milk ball, like just the center part of it, but smaller, that's almost what the crunchy bites reminded me of. sort of, if that helps. But this is what I really love. Look at all these combinations that they're going to be available. So people can get one box of 15 bars, they can get a bundle of, 2 cartons, or they can get a bundle of 3 cartons. Now, bundle of 3 cartons, retail price will be $119, coach price is $89. Here's the really cool thing. PV, if they get a 3 carton bundle, 90 PV. That means we get a Success Club point for it. Yay. Yeah. Even if they just want the 2 carton bundle, that's 60 PV. So for these people that are having trouble staying active with their 50 PV minimum, get bars. Like, who doesn't need snack bars laying around, right? So I think that's going to be really, really good for us. Let's see. I think no, okay. I was wondering if I put anything about the Success Club point in there, but I didn't. But I'm pretty darn sure that's going to generate a Success Club point because it's 90 PV, if it's on Home Direct, of course. So that, I think, was really good. Another thing that the company was talking about on Beachbody, on the actual Beachbody site, they are now putting challenge packs on there as well, instead of just the Team Beachbody site. And the reason is that they're actually adding these people into our lead wheels as well. So instead of people only having the option to buy a fitness program, say 21 Day Fix, on the beachbody.com menu or website, now if they go to look at 21 Day Fix, the first option they're going to see is the 21 Day Fix challenge pack. If they choose that option, they go into the lead wheel and we get them as customers. I don't know if we'll start getting random SC points though, because typically even as leads, we don't get SC points on that first order, on that initial order, I think. Yeah, we'll get commissions though. We'll get commissions on them and volume. So it's going to be a big benefit. So anyway, I thought that was a really interesting change, and they're doing that so that we're all promoting the same things, and it's still going to help coaches as well. Okay, the next product, 80-Day Obsession, which, y'all know, we have, I think they can call in and have it requested I think so. I've never done that actually, but yeah, I'm pretty sure they probably can. 80-Day Obsession, not going to go into a whole bunch of it, except just know that there are going to be a whole bunch of options for purchasing. There's going to be this thing called the Mega Pack. There's going to be options for new coaches and customers. There's going to be options for existing coaches and customers. There's going to be all sorts of combos, and it's really cool the way they laid it out. I have not dug deep into the numbers and everything. I haven't had a chance to yet, but just know there's going to be tons of options for people that are already existing coaches or customers. They'll either be able to do the basic 80-Day Obsession pack that's got their intro guide, their calendar, containers, shaker cup, and then the equipment that you need, which will be the sliders and the bands. Or they can do the Mega Pack, which when you look at it and you see $365, you think, oh my gosh. But in that, they're getting everything that they need aside from Shakeology, because you're assuming these are existing coaches and customers. They're all in Shakeology already anyway. But maybe they've never tried the performance supplements and you need it for this program. So this Mega Pack comes with everything they need for the program, plus 2 tubs of Energize, yes, for the whole 80 days, and 4 tubs of Recover. So that actually saves them a lot of money versus buying the 2 Energize and the 4 Recovers all separate, spread out, every 20 to 40 days, right? So I think that's really cool. And they'll have the same options when you're enrolling with these challenge packs too. The basic challenge pack, which they'll either choose Shakeology HD or the Performance Stack HD. Of course, they'll still need to purchase the other part of it, right? So why not get it in the combo where they get all of it? And then if they get the combo, that's just 1 Performance Stack. So 1 Energize, 1 Recover. And then again, if they get the Mega, that's everything. That's their all access. That's the program specific materials for 80-day obsession, that's their Shakeology, 1 bag, 2 energize, and 4 recovers. So it looks like a lot of money, but it's going to save them money, a significant amount over the 80-day period. So for people that are really going all in, that's actually a really good deal. I thought that was really interesting that they were doing that. Oh, and then there's completion packs too for people that like already have the on-demand part of things. So anyway, just wanted to show you guys all of that. I'm going to stop sharing my screen so that I can see everybody again. I don't like not being able to see everybody. So unmute yourself. I want to hear your thoughts. I want to hear your comments. What'd you think about everything? Hi, Zuri.
Well, she's been dying to say something. Just say it. Well, now she won't.
What is it? Sliders. You got sliders. Yay!
All over the house for 2 days.
Aren't they so much fun?
Yes.
Do your legs hurt?
No.
Not yet.
Not yet.
She's just been using them as ice skates on the carpet.
And that's awesome though. I was really surprised doing that live workout how intense those sliders made things.
I can only imagine.
It was good. So yeah, what do y'all think about the new stuff? Like, y'all pumped? You excited?
Yeah, I'm really excited. Yeah. I'm trying not to say anything because I never shut up. So I'm deliberately not saying anything. Yeah, still exciting.
She doesn't sleep either, so she never really shuts up.
I know. When we first got on the call, I was like, what time is it there? Holy moly. I couldn't believe she was on the phone. Yes, lots of stuff for sure. I was surprised. And I think it's kind of cool that they seem to be focusing more on the nutrition side of things anyway for the coming year. Because we've got like tons of programs now, right? So I think it's kind of cool that they're really trying to bring in more groups of people on the nutrition side. And of course, we're going to talk to them about fitness as well. You know, like if it's somebody that just wants to be mindset. Well, you know, yeah, that might get you started, but you still need all access, and you can do yoga and you can do PiYo, and you can, you know, like start incorporating all sorts of other things for your overall health, and not just, you know, want like an extreme program, because that's not for everybody. You know, that's what I love, but that's not what everybody loves. So yes, I agree, Tunde. They're definitely looking for nutrition help too. Oh, yeah. And that's what so many people need. I mean, everybody.
Not to mention you have all access or whatever. You may not want to do it, but your husband might, or your kids might, or so it's like a household thing.
Exactly. And there's so many different sections now, like with the whole kids section that they have. I mean, it's all sorts of fun workouts, which I haven't done with Kinsey because she won't do them, obviously. But like, I'm super excited for when she's old enough to do that stuff with me. And with double time now, like,
it's fun.
I think it's really going to be a good thing for us as a team, us as a whole network, to focus on the whole family, you know, kind of like Carl was saying at Summit, I think it was, is that health starts in the home. And I think really incorporating that is going to help us, especially help our moms get everybody involved, especially the kids. I mean, we know husbands are very difficult anyway. They have a mind of their own. But the kids look to us. We are their example, you know? What, is JD sitting there? Hi, JD. You do. You know you do. It's so true. And you can tell Colin I said that.
I'm texting him right now.
Probably.
He said that. He said he is.
Well, he's asleep. We'll get it in the morning. But but yeah, you know, I mean, our kids look to us. We're the ones that feed our kids typically. And, you know, to be able to incorporate them in this healthy exercise and just healthy nutrition. Autumn got on her soapbox. Oh, man. It was awesome, too, because Carl asked her, he was like, okay, so what do you say if somebody, you know, is complaining to you or asking you questions about, well, you know, yeah, I meal plan for myself and I make all this healthy stuff for myself, but my kids still eat junk, you know, or if somebody's complaining about how they're having to make 2 completely separate meals every day, one for them and one for their kids, you know, like, what do you say in response to that? And Autumn sat there and looked at Carl and she's like, you really want me to respond to that? Like, okay, here goes, you know? And she's like, I can't stand that question because, and it's totally true. She's like, because why, as the mom, why are you going to focus on your nutrition and feed yourself completely clean and all this amazing food and then give your kid junk and give the rest of your family junk? Like, how does that make sense? And I mean, she had such an amazing point, you know, and it was funny. I wish I had that on tape because she went on and on and on, like just spitting off, you know, different examples of things. But it was completely true, you know, like, we deserve to eat well. Obviously they do too. So, you know, start making some changes and get them in the habit of eating healthier and that sort of thing. And then that's where Daily Sunshine comes in too, you know? So anyway, that was the main thing. Well, that was a lot of main things. Those were the highlights of what I wanted to talk about. And then at the very end, this was kind of cool. And this is the last thing, and then I'll stop talking unless we all just want to chat about anything. But at the very end, Carl's closing statements, he had everybody write down the number of like their personally sponsored working coaches. And then he was like, multiply that by 5 and to come up with the number of challenge packs that he's challenging us to sell in November. So if we did that as a team with just my PS like working coaches, that's 50 challenge packs right there. So I would love to do as kind of a team challenge thing, just see if we can get to and succeed 50 challenge packs as a team for the month of November. What do you think?
Yep.
Yep. I think so. And remember too, if you sell a challenge pack, do it as a double time challenge pack because it's the same thing. It's the same thing, and it's 3 Success Club points, and they get the extra double time materials. So
it's the same price.
Yeah.
So why not?
Right. Even if all they really want is all access, sell it as the double time all access challenge pack, and you'll get an extra Success Club point.
Ah, right. Okay.
Because there are links specifically for it, for double time all access pack with Shakeology and double time all access pack with Daily Sunshine. They could get it either way. So just a reminder on that. But that's what I want as our like team challenge. I think that would be cool. And I'm going to make a little graphic so we can like mark off with each challenge pack that we sell and see if we can really get to 50 or above. I mean, I think that would be awesome. So yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. Do I have coach needs a partner for double time November challenge? I know Bree did. Did she find one?
Her and Ashley are signed up.
Oh, Ashley did get back with her. Okay. Post in the page though. And I want to say there was, who else?
Julie, you're with Claire, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep, but Claire's not doing it. She's not really doing it because of her injury.
Well, but she's not doing the workouts, but she's still.
Yeah,
trying to sell it.
Oh yeah, she's still selling the challenge packs and all of that. So yeah, yep.
I think she'll probably be doing better than I am then.
She's got one already.
Hey, Julie, it doesn't matter.
That's right.
Thank you.
You're doing great.
But yeah, Tunde, just post in Delta Fire and see. I can't think of anybody off the top of my head that needs one, but did Lauren maybe? Did she ever get back to you about? Okay.
We could ask her.
I was thinking you had tagged her in something, but
yeah, I tagged her,
know.
Jody, and Lauren. I don't know. Lauren's in another country right now, so I don't know where she is.
And then tomorrow's the last day to register. But yeah, post in there and just see if anybody wants to hop in. And I'll check in the Wildfire page too. I'm pretty sure Jamie put a thread in Wildfire about it. So I'll
somebody that wanted to coach.
Yeah.
I don't remember her name.
I'll pop in there and see. So tomorrow, what time? I don't know what time, honestly. I posted the FAQ for it in there this afternoon, though, in Delta Fire. I'm sure that has the time on it for when registration ends, but
it's usually around 11:59, isn't it?
Usually it's like right at the end of the day. So, yep. Alrighty. Well, thanks for hopping on, guys. If anybody wants to stay on and chit chat or whatever, feel free.
Julie, do you want to pick Kim's brain for a second?
Me?
Yeah.
My own brain isn't even working to pick anybody else's. Like that? You serious? You asking me to ask a question? I don't even know what I'm doing here. I'm like wondering. Okay. Lovely to see friendly faces.
Hey, every one of us were exactly where you are right now at one point. Every single one of us.
Right.
So I promise. We were.
Right, okay.
I promise, Julie. I had a flip phone when I started. That was even worse.
It was like business expense number 1, must have a new phone.
Right?
Yep.
I mean, you know.
Yeah.
We were.
I just don't know. I don't know. I'm just happy doing. I'm trying a bit of everything. I'm doing 21-day fix. I'm doing the shift shop, and I'm doing obsession, and I'm doing the yoga. I'm just trying a wee bit of everything. But I do love dance and size. That's what I enjoy. It really pumps me up and get full of energy. But no, I'm just testing it all. I'm trying all the products out. I'm enjoying Shakeology. I can't believe it's been there enough 2 weeks. I've been drinking milk now. I don't do milk. I can't drink milk, and I'm just amazed because I've tried other things over the years, other shakes, and I just couldn't do them because of the milk. But I find Shakeology is it's really flavoursome. You can really taste, it tastes like strawberry and it tastes like chocolate. So I don't know, it hides the milk. The milk for me, basically, I'm happy with that. So far so good. I'm already amazed that I'm drinking milk. Milk. So that's enough nutrition for me in itself, honestly.
That's so cute.
Well, I'm glad you're loving it so much. That's awesome.
I'm not loving it.
I think it's good that you're trying all the different workouts because you haven't had on demand until just a couple weeks ago, right? Yeah, so that's good.
No. I've had on demand for a few months.
Okay.
Shakeology I had.
Shakeology.
Yeah.
But still, it's good to try everything out and get a feel for all the different programs. And then, once you have kind of seen what they're all like, I would pick one and really stick with it.
No. I think I've already picked it. No, I've already picked my workout. I'm just enjoying going back to yoga and revisiting it again because when I went about 17 years ago, it wasn't a nice experience. And I realised it was just the atmosphere at the time. It wasn't the actual workout itself. So
right.
I've learnt a lot from that. And now I think I would happily do a yoga class. Whereas before I would be no yoga, no thanks. So that was again my mindset that's changed for that. So I'm going to shut up. See, I told you.
Hey,
totally.
Julie, JD just said he misses your voice.
Oh no! Tell him I miss him. His voice.
Hey, and anytime anyone can't understand her, it's just better to ask her what she's saying.
Yeah.
That's
right? Like, right?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, no. Please just tell me. Don't give me that blatant look. I think I got it.
I love talking to Claire too because it's like I get off the phone with her or off of a Zoom call with her and I find myself like talking much more proper English all of a sudden. I'm like, I've never talked like this. What's going on?
Yeah. And I do proper English. I do my telephone voice, especially when I'm working with my refugees and my asylum seekers. I have got to speak like that so they understand me. And I'm thinking I have to sing when I speak to America.
So funny.
That is so funny. Oh, goodness. I had to ask one of the girls in our Clean Week group. I think it's one of Claire's customers. She kept talking about, well, I've got to get ready for tea, and I have to make tea. And I mean, I know it's very different in hey versus like, I'm thinking you've got to make a cup of hot tea. Like, how long does it take? Like 30 seconds, you have to prepare tea. And so finally today I was like, okay, somebody's got to explain to me what tea means to you all, because it's obviously different. She's like, it's like dinner. I was like,
yeah, she did.
Okay, that makes a lot more sense then.
Well, of course, yeah. It's like going for a pint. It's not even a big. Yeah, I'm going for some tea. Yes.
I'm like, how long can that possibly take? But oh goodness. Well, all right, guys. Well, we've been on for an hour, so I'll let you go. But I just wanted to give you all those updates and announcements and all that good stuff. And like I said, just kind of what we were talking about changing with the team and just, all really just bonding together, joining forces and helping everybody out. So, and yes, Christina will have a leadership recap next Monday, which I know will be incredible. So, yeah. Anything else, anybody? Picture. You're right, Zuri. Good call.
What's this?
You just have to smile. We're taking a picture. Holly came bouncing back in. Who's down here? We lost Amy. I don't know where Amy went. Okie doke. Say cheese. 1, 2, 3.
Cheese.
All right. Got it.
Bye.
All right. We'll see y'all later.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Julie, I'll call you tomorrow.